So, JT, since our last podcast, a bombshell news story dropped regarding the National Association of Realtors and their proposed settlement in regards to the Sitzer-Burnett case in Missouri.
Sure did.
Since that case's verdict, there had been numerous copycat lawsuits. Last I heard, I think it was 23 or 24 copycat lawsuits. And the National Association of Realtors, NAR, came to this settlement to hopefully cover all of those copycat lawsuits and hopefully put this behind us. So in regards to that, without admitting any wrongdoing, there are two major changes coming to our industry if this proposed settlement is approved. These would go into place come mid-July or so is the target date.
Yep.
Let's break down what those two major changes are.
Lot to unpack with what you just said. My boo was not for the settlement or any of that, but for the, I'm going to call them fake news headlines out there. Media's throwing a lot of things around out there, some true, some not true. But some big changes coming in July, I think are very good. Some overdue, but I think it's good for both buyers, sellers, agents, the industry as a whole. So first is to show a property with any consumer. There will need to be a buyer's representation agreement in place if you're going to be working agent with a buyer. It has to be disclosed. It's always been required to have a mandatory relationship disclosure in place. Not sure everyone practices that, but it is going to be mandated for a buyer representation agreement. I think that's good. Disclose to both parties. Who's working with two? What are our obligations and our duties to each other in this working relationship?
It's a great change because so many buyers out there in the marketplace, I don't think had a really clear vision or clear idea as to how everything played out, how their agent was compensated, who was responsible for what. I think this is a fantastic change to be more transparent with buyers. So just to be clear on this one, MLS participants, which we are, do have to have a buyer agency agreement in place come July with buyers prior to showing properties.